How's everybody doing? This fine Saturday morning, December 6th. Happy December. Doing? First stream of December. This fine Saturday morning, December 6th. Happy December. Doing? First stream of December. Sounds like this fine Saturday morning. Everything's working all right. Ooh-wee, Applebee. Home projects, man. They make you realize you've got muscles that you don't use very often for the most tedious things. The audio loop, it's probably gone now. Hey, everyone. Who's all here? Who is all here? Ryan, good to see you. Laramie, morning. Dakota Kid, good to see you. Mr. White, I think we start with you. Or late enough. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, wait, what's going on? Why is my chat bouncing all over? Mr. White, good to see you. Shambot. Wayne, morning. Long time no see. Gabe, morning. Victor, morning. Dorcas of Orcus. Dorcas has a new show. He's podcasting and YouTubing and all of the things with his son. I'm looking forward to that one. Dorcas. See how that goes. Maybe he could talk some sense into you. I don't know. Something. I don't know. Son of Orcus, you are our only hope. BS or Conrads? Yeah! I'm glad you reminded me because I would have totally forgot to open it up. Is it on auto timer? Yeah, you'd think. I know. I gotta sand them and paint them. Dude, these things. What a you'd think it was really easy, but no. An IKEA commercial, right? Hey, Ryan. Oh, got it. Yeah, I fixed it. I had an open window. I shouldn't have had it open. Jim? Good morning. We're looking for some correctness today. Stefan, guten Morgen. Wie geht's? Tim, and you should use your muscles more often. That's true. Farty, morning. Tad, morning. Savage Rifter received a gifted membership by Trumpet, who has not chimed in. So hi, Trumpet. I know you're here. Or did I pass you by? Anthony, good to see you. Harrigan, morning. Arthico. I'm probably saying that wrong every damn week. There's Trumpet. Thanks for the shout out. As with the Sith, there are always two, indeed. It will be difficult to fill those shelves with PDF. I should do that. I should get rid of all my print stuff and just go straight PDF. And then when I play it, I just print it. Hey, all right. Sweet, man. I don't have a topic for today. It's completely open. We could also rehash a prior one, but, it's up to you. Last week we got into like scene framing and, knowing when to, I think it was last week. Getting my weeks mixed up now. They're all blurring together. Go Bag, Arrogant, and I did a duet game. We may talk about duet games on Go Bag. Go Bag has a new YouTube channel. If you're not tuned into that, separating it from this one, figured, some people might not like covert action games. So created our own channel. We got the James Bond vignette that launched. I think we might have recorded for at least 2 hours, but it ended up coming in at like an hour 35. It's pretty decent. If I say so myself. Harrigan takes on the role of the game master as I play Vincent Drake. The double O of a double O that is vertically challenged, let's just say. But one thing I am interested in, regardless of whether you want to know about James Bond RPG or covert action RPGs, or you're interested in Go Bag, the podcast, or not. So if you're not in the Go Bag is a covert action. We talk about espionage RPGs and things of that nature. If you are not, I am interested to know and get feedback on the format. So we have it in podcast form and audio form. Where it probably shines is the YouTube video, because it's Harrigan and I put in some effects, nothing too crazy, but it also puts in the references to the rules that Harrigan is actually looking up and bringing up. And like, what row is he looking at? So you don't have to like look at this weird table and understand it. You could pause it and go, oh, hold on. What do you say? Roll back, hit play. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. So it's not like in the audio version of some of those types of game format instruction RPG episodes. It could just be like, I don't remember who the person was that wrote in to us that said, I was following along with the Top Secret episode and it just became numbers, charts, numbers, or something along those lines. So it became, I get the same way. Like, what? I don't know. Huh? What is that? Oh, cross-reference this, you roll against that, you divide it by 2, and that's what your skill is. Oh, okay. And then for this, but it's different for that. And then for that one, it's like this times 3 over X, and then square root of 5. And then you're like, I don't understand. Words, math problems. So I wanted to put in visual cues for that. Now, for some of you that probably listened to the episode audio-wise, I don't know if you noticed, but I took those visual cues and put it in the podcast. You just have to look at your podcatcher, if you will. Podcatcher sounds redundant. Your podcatcher, because those are in there and you can reference them. You're welcome. And now you're like, oh, shoot, man, I didn't even know that. I was listening to words, and math, and it was all becoming fuzzy. So anyways, I am interested in know the feedback on the format, because there has been talk of, and I think there's, Harrigan and I have talked about it, and a couple other people maybe in the Discord and in the chat have kind of mentioned it, like there's this weird empty void in the RPG space. And there is the Game School. There used to be a podcast, Stream of Conscious. Game School used to be a podcast done by Chad Parrish. And I think Satine Phoenix was in that for a while. And they would have the developer of the game on the podcast. They would talk about the game for 15, 20 minutes. And then that designer, would run a 30-minute thing, right? Which was probably the closest to like, okay, let's talk about this, and then let's show it in actual in motion. So to my point, I'm interested to know if that you've got actual plays, and then you've got dialogue shows, and you might even have review shows in that space as well, especially on the YouTubes. Lots of reviews. Orcus does them, right? And amongst others, Anthony talks about stuff on his podcast at Casting Shadows. Analytic Dice talks about games on their podcast, and some of these have YouTube video components, but they don't facilitate it in this specific manner. And so I'm wondering if if I wanted to understand a game, where would I go to better understand it? Well, listen to an actual play. Well, yeah, it's good, but I don't know if I would learn how to play Delta Green from Glass Cannon Network. I may get a better idea of how to run a particular scenario because they're running the same one, and I could see kind of like what events happen and how the game master handles certain inquiries and things of that nature, but they're not going to get into the rules. And then you've got ones that may go into the rules, but then it's like words, and math, right? I'll be quiet now. Trying to get into Traveler, there may be enough room for them all on those shelves. Word up. Speaking of which, Stay tuned. We got a bundle that somebody that may appeal to. Open topic. Oh, yeah, let me just put that up there. Thanks, Gabe. Aaron, morning. Copper. Hey, Copper. Hey, what are you doing, Copper? Morning. You haven't missed anything. BSRCon badge registration and event submission at noon. CST today. Thanks, Jim. That's right. Well, and the thing is with registration, this is not the event for BSRCon to be like at your computer ready to go, right? You can buy a badge anytime. You can submit an event all the way up until I think the event, like the day before it. So, but you got to have a badge to submit an event. And then event sign up is in 2 weeks from today. That's when you're going to want to be like, ooh, I'm going to be at my computer and I want to sign up for X and Y. Copper, I did not. They are all on. I have a shitty futon in here. So I have a futon that is filled with books. And I have them, over here and over there and everywhere. So, and I have them back here. So I'm going to make these look like built-ins. And then I'm going to paint them. And then I'm going to put books on them. My fear, so one thing I don't, now that I got on the bookshelf kick, and I know many of you have very big bookshelves, my fear with these is sag, so I should probably put in some additional support before I mount them. Get your head out of the gutter, you dirty mongrels. So I have a base that is done. The problem with, I don't want to go into this project, but anyways, couple things. I don't want the shelf to sag, which may be inevitable, but I'm going to try to prevent that. I still have to put in trim. I want to make it look like, a built-in bookcase, which is really fun, let me tell you. Man, hold on a second. And my goal was not to have them like book all the way across. Like I wanted it to be a little bit more, I don't know, decorative, even the right word, maybe, I guess, kind of, sort of, like something not too, like it's just not a wall of books. I don't want to look like a complete library. It'd be cool if it was, but the spines of RPG books leave a lot to be desired if you're going for a particular look, I will say. 3 hours and 57 minutes. This guy, he's counting it down. Jake, morning. Jeff, morning. Wow, full freaking room today. Got my coffee and I'm ready for RPG Gold. Oh, well, if you came for Fool's Gold, you're in the right space. When is BSRCon? BSRCon is the third weekend in January. I believe it's the 16th through the 18th. I should probably know. It's the third weekend in January. Everybody's welcome. I will say this. It's not a 1,000-person online convention. Okay. It started, I think right before or right after, lockdown in the pandemic. And for some of you that aren't familiar with BSRCon, BSers are fans, affectionately known as BSers, that were fans of the Gaming and BS podcast that myself and Brett hosted for quite some time. Now we have a community on Discord, and a lot of those folks wanted to play different games, and some of them wanted to, hey, I play this game all the time. I'll run it for you if you ever want to get a taste. But it was just hard coordinating schedules. Why not just create one weekend where we could do that? So that's kind of the origins of BSRCon. This year, it's its fifth iteration. It costs $10 for a badge. Get a badge, play as many games as you can. Starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday online. And I donate half of those proceeds after costs and everything to Blood Cancer United. I have to get used to that because it used to be the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, but they changed their name. So every year, this is its fifth year. This year, one of the things I would like to, I'd say, take great pride in, and wholly could attribute it to the folks that are in the chat and participate in BSRCon. we have the most amount of games that are different. Like we could have 50 games to sign up for, and 45 are all completely different, which is awesome. So it's not a D&D con, it's not a DCC con, and not a knock on any of those, but it is something if you are wanting to try a different game, there is plenty of variety to be had. I will say that. You should accomplish just over an hour. I know, right? Drake is not a 00, man. He is in his mind. So whether he is on paper or not, I mean, whatever. Whatever, dude. Possible topic. Thanks, Phil. Breaking it up. Possible topic, 2025 year in review. Games we loved, games we were happy to launch into the dustbin of history. Or too soon to discuss? I don't think it's too soon. One of the things that I'll go into briefly, I could bring it up right now, is, well, based on that, we'll just hit this up quick. I'll do it outside of the thing, if you will, is, if you haven't seen this on EN World, they do it every year. They've been doing it since 2013-ish, so quite a while. And you're like, I can't see it with that stupid writing on the screen. Nominate your most anticipated RPG of 2026. So we could do that right now. The last years that have been in, contenders have included, or the winners have been 13th Age, Star Wars, Force and Destiny, Rifts for Savage Worlds, Trudvang Chronicles of 2017, Vampire the Masquerade 5e in 2018, Savage Worlds Adventure Edition in 2019, Dune made it 2 years to 2020 and 2021, Twilight 2000, Blade Runner, Pendragon 6e, Shadow of the Weird Wizard was last year. For 2024, so I guess, where's 2025? Is it not in there? City with Legend in the Mist was last year, I think. Yeah, Legend in the Mist was last year. So what is your most anticipated RPG coming up in 2026? William, morning. There you go. Victor Wyatt knows the deal. Morning, Victor. Thanks. Just want to make sure it's open before I submit Black Company. Oh, Dorcas is going to run Black Company. Look out. Let me get some people into that one I mentioned. Gabe. Here, let me do Gabe. So now I have to listen to it again by watching it on YouTube. You could turn it off. You could turn off the audio. So then you could just say, I listened and I watched it. Whoa, wrong. Sorry. Extreme close-up. Phil, you should have Sean do that for next week so we can think on it. Love a good year in review. Yeah. What are you looking at for next year, though? What's the most anticipated RPG you're looking for next year? Mike, morning. The audio version was clear to me, but I am familiar with Bond. I use annotations on my AP videos, and I think that is an underrated tool. That's true. That is true. I've seen your actual play of Call of Cthulhu. Anthony, top notch. I will say that if you haven't checked out Runeslinger's Casting Shadows YouTube actual play, because he just most recently I think he talked to Hobbs. I mean, so don't hold them. Don't hold that against them. Go check out an actual play that he had on there. It's really well done. I will say, like he's even taught, like he even puts text on the screen that says kind of what's going through his brain. I specifically remember the party forgetting something. I don't remember if it was a recent episode or if I went back into your catalog, Anthony, but it was something to the effect of, well, the reason they're having a hard time coming up with this is because they forgot a particular thing. That was funny. Who hit the like and subscribe the fastest? Laramie said. Hello, fellow babies. Roxville Hall. That is a greeting and a half. Let me tell you something. Yeah, if you would be so kind to hit, we could break a record today with the amount of likes and within the first 30 minutes of this stream. I still think I think the record's like 30 something. Anyways, so we got a full house today. I noticed the visuals in Apple Podcasts. Excellent. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Gabe. A possible topic for later: immersion versus writer rooms table. Which do you prefer as player? GM? False dichotomy? There may be a better term for writer's room. Sean and I have talked about the format for a long time. It was great to see it take shape. Yeah. I wanted to see what it could do. I think it's got legs. Anthony's doing it. He's doing it with text, which is good. It's almost like, and to be clear with some folks, it's almost like breaking the fourth wall, right? Game master and the player are in the same room. But when the game master's like, okay, I got to look this up, just look at the camera, like different angle, and then say, well, okay, here's what I have to determine. Then there is the post-game dialogue, which you can do, MST3K type of approach too. Ryan says, I feel like Glass Cannon does a pretty decent job of explaining rules. Skid's going to explain. I would almost go to say, though, that for Glass Cannon Network, I don't go there to learn the game. I go there to listen to them, and they're entertaining. But I don't know if they're as instructional. I mean, maybe it's just an episode or two. You also don't have to re-explain like what a skill check is every time a skill check occurs. Thought YouTube has the con that you have to watch these two dudes be fools. Yeah. Aaron, I'm thinking about submitting an event for BSRCon. Can today's topic be tips for writing and running convention events or game sessions? Okay. Can today's topic be tips for writing and running convention events or game sessions? We can. Or I could take it down and talk about, let me write these down. I should write them down. I'll probably just come back. I'd come back, but then I have to filter through like an hour of my own show. And that's like quite nauseating. Let me just grab a piece of paper on a desk which has no paper. What the kind of hell is, what kind of freaking show is this guy? What is this? What is the guy? What is this dude's problem? Like, what is it? I don't even understand. Writing, running. Oh man, just running. Lead in my pencil just went out. Pencil. Running con game. Okay. What other year in review? Still catching up, so I know you guys are probably typing frantically in the chat about most anticipated RPG. Before you mount them, oh God! All right, booyah! That's what she said. Ayo. Good topic, Aaron. Related, what should be run at BSRCon? Oh, I think I will answer that one quick. I think you should run a game as a game master. You should run a game that you're excited to bestow upon others that have not. And chances are they may still have played the game and they just like it, so they sign up for it to play. But start it with you as the game master. Make it personal, I'd say. Be a little selfish. Nothing wrong with like running against the Dark Master, for example, or Conan 2D20. For example, if you are so inclined, if you like those games. Sean, get a hold of me. We could talk shelves. I think you're good. I don't really have any sag, and mine are particle board from Target. Oh, man, I don't know. Less cluttered. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. You can check her with books and decorations. Yes, that's what I was hoping to do, but the problem is if I do that, I may still have books that I have to put on the floor. So I may have like an entire wall over here in addition. So right where this corner is back behind me, where that shelf is, that's going to go. And all those books are going to go on here. But then I have this longer wall on the back side, but they don't go as high. I have a drop in my ceiling. You can see it right here is a drop. So these will actually not fit in under over there. Book shelving. I mean, it is kind of gaming related, right? I mean, you got to put your games on something, right? Am I right? I'm right. But I may put in like an entire another wall of shelves just to like not make it cluttered. There's support you can put on the back end or putting a strip along the front of the L shelf edge. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Right here, I'm going to put in a 1-inch strip across, and hopefully that'll stiffen it a little bit. That's what she said. That's what she said. I'm like, oh, Scott. Joe Swick, morning. Hey, buddy. I hope everything's all right. You're a little tardy today. Hope you're doing all right. Get hung up in traffic. Tim, one thing I'm not ready for is the 5 inches of snow in the forecast for tonight. I didn't realize we were getting 5. I have Jared Logan from the Glass Cannon in my Impossible Landscape game, and we have talked at length about how APs are not a real reflection of how a game is played at the table. It is entertainment first and foremost, yeah. At least he admits it, right? Like it's like these things that we get bent out of shape. Here's the ammo. If you want to take ammo out of people's weapons, it's just like acquiesce. Like, yes, hey, actual plays, the main goal is entertainment. What? No, it's not. It's to educate, and that's why I'm mad. How do we sign up for games during BSRCon? If you're familiar with tabletop events, so there's a couple ways. You got to go to the website. You have to have a badge. Buy the badge at the website. Submit a game if you want to play or run. And then I will open up event registration 2 weeks from today, and you can click on an event, put it in your cart, and check out. So if you've used tabletop events for other conventions, same website interface, same account, all that stuff. You can't double book yourself though. Like, so I have some people are like, I don't know which ones to play. I'll just reserve them all. You put, there's not and then there's also a waiting list. Not sure what I'm submitting for BSRCon yet. Maybe Dolman Wood, maybe S&W, maybe Microscope. Whoa. There we go. After a certain age, a lot of us can't avoid a little sag. Well, yeah, no shit, right? Tim, that is true. Realistic APs are more boring to watch. They kind of are, really. Aren't they? Really? They got to be also entertaining, right? There's a component like to these. Hey, we're going to talk about the game and give you some insight into it. Event registration starts on the 27th. There you go. Right? 13th. I'm sorry. The 27th. Not. Today's the 6th, the 13th, 20th, 27th. Right. 3 weeks. Sorry. Thanks, Jim. Orcus says they can give you decent ideas about the spirit of the game, but they shouldn't be a direct tool for about how you should run a game for your group. Well, that's another thing I would also add to these games is to have a game. I would say it's almost like a convention game. Run it like a con one-shot. Create pre-gens, but not only pre-gens, but for the character, but actually tell your player, like, I want you to play this player, be this player, playing this character, right? So if I was playing my Thursday night group right now, it's Harrigan, Kevin, Phil is in the chat. Harrigan's in the chat. Kevin, sometimes he's here. And Wayne, like 3/4 of my group are here in the chat. We're playing Deathmatch Island right now. If I said, hey, let's play Deathmatch Island, and I want to put this on the channel to show people how to run or how Deathmatch Island works, I may even at some point want Wayne or Harrigan to play a particular type of player so that when situations come up as player chemistry at the table, you could show them how you're handling that as a game master as well. So it's like the game master's handling a couple things a few things at the table, right? They're handling the mechanics and system, the narration kind of components and setting the scene. And they're handling the dynamics between amongst the players, including themselves, which could also be spotlighted. Most anticipated RPG of 2026, Apocalypse World 3rd Edition by a mile. By a mile. Pfft. Anybody want to go further than a mile? Because it doesn't seem that far. Reaver. How's that coming anyway? I haven't tuned into that. It's a second go and it got funded. Does he have a date yet, Gabe, for dropping? Nominating Mothership. Ayo. Where's my sound effects? And for the 4th year in a row, Mothership. Yeah. Just kidding, Sean. Tuesday Night Games. Just kidding. You got it out. Bravo. Yes, what kind is happening on the same weekend as our 10th year anniversary. Can't attend without being in the doghouse. Well, just bring your partner. Come on, Stefan. I think my most anticipated game is going to be something I already own and haven't gotten to the table. Heyo. Jim says I'm looking forward to playing RPGs in 2026. Sweet. It's good. It's good. It's got something to look forward to. Most anticipated Cold Shadows 3E by a mile? What? There isn't a Cold Shadows 3E, is there? Cold Shadows, man. Oh, God. Harrigan, do we need to review that? Do we need to do an actual play? Duet? Morning, Eileen. Good to see you. Duck Crawl Classics, and I'm going to sign Sean up by force. Well, I mean, there's one way to do it, I guess. Subscriber 7 for Go Big. Sweet. 7. Yes. Coming after you, Mr. Beast. Tune was announced. I'll admit it. I am curious about it for 2026. Not so much anticipating it. So when I say you can create a tune, plus, Tad says, Blast Cannon often reminds listeners that they get the rules wrong all the time. That's true. Next year, Invincible or the big Shadowdark thing. Oh, the marches? The campaign? Reading Aid, good to see you. I need a premise for an adventure to demo a system I made that takes about an hour. Any ideas? Welcome. Need a premise for an adventure to demo a system I made that takes about an hour. What is not a topic, just a personal need? So if you want to throw Mike some stuff. Well, and is that like, well, what's the genre, Mike? Trudvang, setting for Dragonborn, looks great for 2026. I want to check it out. Yeah, Laramie's going, making some suggestions. Mike says, I'm looking for a premise which is both a setting and situation for the characters to contend with. Any setting will do. Just need to test and demo the system. And what does your system do that you want to highlight? Combat, exploration, social encounters. So many questions, Mike. There's so many questions. Inquiring minds want to know. Gen Exile. Yeah, you know what? Better late than dinner. Wayne says, Trudvang does look really good. I'm glad that it's taking DB into darker territory, especially for those duck challenge ttrpgers. So are ducks getting like served up in that game, in that setting? No more ducks? Quack, 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 quack. You know damn right, if somebody's running Dragonbane for me and I play a duck, you're damn right I'm going to be quack, 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 quack. Affleck. Whoop, that's a goose, sorry. Could do a Rio Bravo assault on Precinct 13 setup. PCs are holed up somewhere and under siege. Bam, boom. Yes, you may want to explain the difference between event submission and event registration. Good point, Wayne. Event submission is, I want to run a game. I'm going to submit the game for others to play. Event, I submit the event. Event registration is, hey, Wayne submitted that event. I'm going to register to play in it or to partake in it. It's a good point. Often very confused. I think every year there's somebody that goes there on the wrong day to do something. Not mention anybody names like Joe. Just saw a new edition of Dark Conspiracy, maybe coming in 2026. Now that is something I'm anticipating. All right, all right. You could do a review AP if I want to completely wreck any relationship I have with Bar. Hey, if you create, you got to take them on the chin. You do. That's the deal. Alan Barr, he put out great stuff. Not all of them are bangers. That happens, and Harrigan's Hearth will tell you so. It's true though. If you're gonna look, Orcus Dorcas knows. I mean, Anthony knows. Gabe knows. Anybody who creates anything out there, you're gonna be sus. You're putting yourself out there, and it's brave to do it. It's courageous because a lot of people could be like, "No way, man. I'm afraid what people will say. I'm afraid what people will think." And you're right. Some people are gonna absolutely they're just gonna knock it. Really bad. And then they'll feel bad because they did. Some of them will. Some won't. Some will knock it regardless of how good it is. But there are going to be people that love it. But Bar, swing and a miss on Cold Shadows. And hey, you know what? I think I've got 6 or 7 copies of the game. I bought the absolutely huge highest tier for the crowdfunding campaign. So I got coins and dice, special leatherette edition, the regular edition, all of the scenarios that he had put out, booklets, Knights, the city booklet and all that stuff. So I've paid to be able to say what it's about. I'm hyped for WotC's 2026 D&D release schedule, which includes hey, let's spread a rumor. Want to spread a rumor? I had heard on Eric Tanker's Tavern that WotC is going to have Luke Gygax come back and do the 6th edition of D&D. Yeah, I heard that's happening. I know somebody. Arrogant says, Trudvang might be on the menu for Thursday nights. Uh-oh. Runeslinger, I guess I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the Laundry Files, 2nd edition. You know, that one caught my eye until it felt like it's probably a little more tongue-in-cheek than what I would have hoped for. Yeah. But Sean, you don't have to run it like that. You can run it super serious if you want. Well, that's true. I don't know. Maybe. What is the strip Sean mentioned to prevent sagging of shelves? I don't know whether to answer that seriously or not, or answer it at all. Support? A rail? These are rails, right? I can't remember what they call verticals. Verticals are not rails, I don't think, right? Left to right, rails. Horizontal. Put them right on the front. I may put a strip in the back, like a long strip. Bam, bam, bam. Like a long nail too, or a long screw, 3-inch. Harrigan says, my mini takedown, 3 criticisms is getting a fair bit of traffic. Well, that's the internet, buddy. Congratulations, you unlocked the social media algorithm. Put some angst in your stuff. That's how people get traffic. Be controversial. Be strongly opinionated. Instant hits. That's why I'm only at 2,000 subscribers. After like, I don't know, 8 years. Amongst other things, of course. Comfortable. Oh, yeah? Well, I'd be interested. You know, it's interesting that he wrote you about it. Hey, man, if you're going to, like, I don't know, put something out there, at least make it good then. Okay? So don't blame me, bro. At the end of the weekend, I should be submitting you my fantasy heartbreaker based on TNT, Harrigan. Nice. Tunnels and Trolls, by the way. That's what he's talking about. Orcus Dorcas, I have the laundry files, 2E PDFs, and while I enjoyed what I read, it felt like something is missing. It is tackling a tad in personality. Maybe the supplements will add to it. Jesus. Too much creamer in my coffee. Shelf sagging? Is there a little blue pill for that? Don't you wish, Stefan? It's not Stefan, Sean. It's Stefan. I appreciate you not creating clickbait, Sean. I know, but how am I supposed to be mega YouTuber if I don't? There we go. RPG Sean, now 20% more rumor. A little bit. Well, that's true. That does. Well, I value your like and subscribe. Nobody else is anticipating. I'm anticipating anything else in 2026. Cold War hot oven. What's it called? Cold War hot stuff. I'll have to look at that because I know there's like a horror bend to it. But Sean, you play Delta Green. Yeah, I know. That's Delta Green though. I don't know. We'll have to see. I haven't looked at it game. That one's probably on the top of the top of my list. Anything Delta Green related. I don't even know what's coming up. There's still that Kickstarter that I got in on. That my fear with that Kickstarter, I went in on I like take my money. Went in on the highest level. And I'm having it shipped in stages, I think. I hope. But that's the conspiracy one. That's the one. And I don't know, like, I'm afraid that it's going to come out. I'm going to buy it, and then I'm going to get my awards. I'm going to have, like, 2 copies of everything. Not sure what is supposed to come out in 2026. I guess I'm not spliced into that information network on that. I don't even know. Is there anything really itching? Like, oh, it's the mothership that's been around. Like, we've been waiting on that for 3 years. Or, Lord of the Rings, 2nd edition. I don't know. I don't think there's like this huge, I could be wrong. Believe it or not, I know it's crazy, right? I don't know. I don't know if there's a real buzz for 2026. And maybe it's not here yet, right? It's too soon. Hashtag too soon. It's only December, dude. Orcus. Oh, yeah, it's workable. You know the books, but it may not be enough to draw people in who are unfamiliar with the laundry files. Yeah. Surprising no one, my most anticipated is New Cipher. Well, there you go. I did get some Kickstarters. I got my, I'm almost, let's see, big crowdfunding campaigns. The Northern Reach. Is that the one for OSR? Like the 3-book series? Big, huge monster crawl. I'm getting that one. The first 2 are out. Kicked in for the third, so I'll get all 3 at once. That's one I'm probably waiting for. Who knows if I'll ever run it. What else have I think I like? Then there's the Shadowdark West Marches, or the Marches, or the Reaches. The Reaches of the Marches. Marching for the Reaches. I don't know if I have any other crowdfunding campaigns that we're holding out. Like Coriolis is all done. Finally got all of that, including the box campaign a day ago, 2 days ago. What else? I think I'm like almost caught up. Yeah, a lot of highly anticipated stuff has arrived this year. Lots of years-long Kickstarters. Yeah. I think Invisible Sun, Electric, and Indigo is coming out next year too. That'll be fun. Yeah. So I don't know. Should we get into news and stuff? Let's get into news and stuff. Why not? We'll just kick it off and maybe something will come out of it. Let's see. Just, I don't know. See what happens. Whoa. RPG news. Excellent. Rascal raising prices. Subscriptions prices by $1 in 2026, but you can unlock in the old price right now with a holiday discount. Fair disclaimer: I do contribute to Rascal. I do. Just to get some of them exclusives, like I want to be exclusive. So check that out. I gotta put these in the chats. I'm gonna put them in the chats, Sean, which means I gotta get my keyboard over here to hit my copy paste. I gotta copy and paste. A little paste action. Next, Dragon Meat 2025 award winners. So Dragon Meat is a single day convention in London, right? I think, right? Held annually in London during the darker days of December, the event draws role players, board gamers, and industry professionals. But I think it's only one. Is it only one day? I thought it was only one day. Could somebody give me a fact check on that? Anyways, some of the things, I like the awards kind of things only because it kind of bubbles some things to people's attention, and you can say, oh, I would have totally voted for that. Oh, I would have rooted for that one because I like that game. That one I don't even know, but it probably sucks. First one, Best RPG, Mappa Mundi. Never heard of it. 3 sales. Silver, Tales of the Old West by Effect Publishing. And then Bronze, Age of Vikings by Chaosium. And sometimes, I should also say, because it's coming from over the pond, it's just a different perspective, right? Next, Best Expansion, which never going to drink that again. Best Expansion, Gold, The One Ring. Silver, Dungeon Designers Deck, not Dungeon Delvers. Dungeon Designers Deck by Loki. Bronze, Lands of Ruin Quest, Dragon Pass by Chaosium. Best Accessory, Gold, Dumb Dares and Silly Side Quests by Loki. Silver, The Map Library by Roll and Play. And then Bronze, Dodica Dice by the Dice Shop Online. Best Adventure, Gold, One Shot Wonders by Roll and Play. Silver, Tides of Terror by MJ Ward. And then Bronze, Great Rift Adventures 1 through 5 by Mongoose. Who would have known? Who would have known? Something to check out if you haven't done so already. See you, Jim. Oh, if you have someone running into who knows the books, it could be a great time. I'm talking about just some random person looking for a new game to pick up. Blah, 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 blah. What's up, Brett? The only game I'm looking forward to is the Black Company game that Arc Dream is doing, but no ETA on that. I can 100% assure you, Brett, it won't be 2026. A little perturbed they're doing that game, by the way, because It's intruding upon my Delta Green attention. They're doing another game. They're not focusing on Delta Green. Come on. Besides, don't you guys have enough fantasy books? Enough fantasy RPGs? Isn't there enough out there? Isn't Black Company already been done? Come on. Come on. I don't know. Is it? Oops. Fantasy Grounds. If you are a Fantasy Grounds user, encourages legacy users to claim compensation rewards ahead of 2026 deadline. The deadline is, I don't know. It's in here. Check it out. The deadline to do this is January. Yeah, like less than a month, yo. So apparently, the company has collaborated with its publishing partners to create a dedicated reward claim page. Eligible users, those who held a paid license prior to the business model shift, can now redeem a selection of digital products. To ensure no one misses out due to inactivity, SmiteWorks has set a deadline. Users have until 1 January 2026, less than a month of this recording. So there you go. Check it, because some of these, I put this out there because of the Fantasy Grounds people that may be in the chat, but unsubscribe to their emails. I did recently. I was getting too many that just didn't matter to me. Unfortunately, didn't pertain to me. Anyways, next on Soldiers Wanted, Arc Dream Publishing opens playtest for Glenn Cook's Mercenary Epic. There you go. So you want to playtest it? Go ahead, Brett. Playtest it with your group, dude. Don't even have to wait till 2028. Hey-o. Anybody want to put odds down on when this gets launched? Should we put it down? The over and under? Come on. Glenn Cook's Mercenary Epic. Black Company. When's it going to be physical copy in people's hands? That could be Kickstarters because they're going to crowdfund it, right? When is it going to be in people's hands? Well, Sean, do we have 2-book history of Delta Green coming out in 2026? God, I hope so. I've been thinking something similar with Arc Dream, already having a reputation for being slow. Developing Black Company will probably grind DG publications to a halt. Please, Chris Spivey. He is. Please, Chris. Speaking of which, I'm waiting for them to get back to me because my buddy Jeff bought me a Delta Green book. Gave it to me as a gift. I want the PDF, man. Can I get that link for FG? Didn't I put it in the chat? Didn't I put it in the chat? I put it in the chat, didn't I? No? Well, I'm behind. You could get some paid assets, Laramie. Indeed. $1, Bob. 2028, Ryan guesses. Taking predictions now. Let's try 2028. 2030, Phil McClory says. Kickstarter 2026, released 2030. Ooh. Chris Spivey is our only hope. He's my favorite guy right over at Arc Dream right now. I don't know. 250 for a 2030 release date of Black Company. Okay, now we got the dates. Now we got the year. I need months. Can't, because we could put it on Polymarket. Polymarket. What's Polymarket, Sean? Prediction market. Get bet on anything. We should put it up there. I think Polymarket should have a D&D release schedule. Or D&D release. RPG release schedule. I have faith in Spivey. What I'm afraid of is Chris is there trying to kick ass and take names, and he gets too frustrated and leaves. You watch. Chris Spivey has chosen to move on to other things and joined, whatever. Wasn't he at Chaosium for a while? November 2028. I think that's probably about right. I would probably now I got to get the days. And then I'll probably agree with you on day. And then we probably got to get to hour. See you, Stefan. Gen Con 2027 for Black Company official quick start. Oh, that's right. We haven't agreed on the quick start. So I think many of us have agreed to when the actual game drops to the public, or to a physical copy of the game. Well, Sean, is that a quick start a game, or are you talking the main game book? I don't know. Whatever. My money is on 2026 year-end Kickstarter and enhanced summer 27. Oh, that guy is full of optimism. It's in playtest now, and you can get the playtest files on their website. Yes. Yes, you can. Anyways, where were we? Arc Dream. I don't know. I'm thinking 2028. 2 years. Arc Dream is known and has said publicly and in interviews, and I'm sure Orcus probably heard it, they don't like to put out a game on a schedule. They decide when it is done. And it's like Ernest and Julio Gallo, man. They will serve no RPG before it's time. Unless Chris Spivey goes in there and says, you guys got to start adhering to some timelines, man. Playtest is only 10 pages. 10 pages. They've had the property for how long? Maybe that's indicative. Sorry, Arc Dream. I love you guys. I love Delta Green. Just saying. And I'm sure Black Company is going to be awesome. It's going to be a big hit. It's probably going to be the most anticipated game. But, come on. It will be approximately 3 times larger than expected or intended, but not then necessary. Right. Right. The RPG only shows up on time or when it's expected. If you hate them, stop buying their games. I don't hate them. And it's hard to not buy their games when you've already paid them and haven't received the games. Come on, Brett. You know that. Sounds like you. Yeah. Hey, Brett, have you crowdfunded anything lately and not received it? Did you surrender it to Noble Knight already? Oh, I know. We got to talk to shit. I got to watch those. I should. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Interview shows to me sometimes, like, I thought the only person that does interview shows is Shipman, but I was wrong. I forgot you started doing interviews. Anyways, come on. Well, we did the most anticipated game. Here's some news you guys might not know about, and I want to bring out. Friends of Diogo Nogueira. He's joined as the lead game designer for White Wolf. Hey! I didn't know that he was a big fan of that property. So Diogo is well liked within the industry. He's put out his own games before and continues to put out supplements for different systems. And I think, somebody help me out, is he in Brazil? Located in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken? I don't remember. But yeah, he just put this out on Blue Sky. So big kudos to Diogo. Wish him all the best of luck at what company is White Wolf. Sorry, I don't, is it White Wolf? Is it somebody else? Whatever. So there you go. So if you're a vampire fan, Diogo is there. All right. Did he really? He moved to Sweden? Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, you know what I did? I knew he was moving. I think he mentioned he was moving, but he never mentioned why. I don't back Kickstarters anymore for that reason. I've been disappointed a few too many 99% times. It's good practice, man. I get it. Yeah, I do interviews. My emails I keep sending you, Sean, for yours keeps coming back undeliverable. I fired my agent, Dorcas. We're working things out. I'm sorry. I wish Diogo luck and hope he has a great experience. Yeah, indeed. I'm not sure Vampire will age well, but we'll see. Diogo to White Wolf? Interesting. I think he's from Brazil. Good news. He has a crazy energy, and that brand needs it for their relaunch. Yeah. And he says in this Facebook post, like he screen caps it and says, hey, fake it until you make it, as they say. And I've been playing the role of a TTRPG game designer for about 12 years. Now the mask has become my very nature. I'm going to play the Masquerade game with vampires for real. After years of working as an independent game designer, like a good anarch, I joined the Camarilla. I am now the lead game designer at White Wolf, the legendary publisher that made me realize TTRPGs could be about a lot more than killing monsters. I can be one of them and surprisingly be even more human. The first book I ever read in English was Vampire: The Dark Ages. And now I get to work as a game designer full-time for the first time with the World of Darkness. I couldn't be happier. So there you go. If you hate them, stop buying their games. Funny stuff. Yeah, well, right. Yeah. Brett is, if anything, funny. All right. That's all I got for news. Brett's going to totally thumbs down this video. Just saying. Bundles. Let's get into bundles. There's a big one. Big bundle. Maybe the DCC bundle I talked about last week and ordering that. Speaking of which, where is that? This one is, if you like PDFs, it's a crazy one. It's crazy. First, cornucopia. Who posted this? Wayne, did you post this? Somebody posted this in the Discord. Sorry if I got the person wrong. Cornucopia 2025. It's got Doom Song, Punk is Dead, Sentience, Break, Sentai and Sensibility, Tartarus Gate, Tidal Blades, and on and on and on and on. So if you're interested in this one, thanks to who brought it to my attention. This one I just got at the 11th hour, literally this morning when I was combing social media at like 3 in the morning. This was probably a direct response to the 5e announcement of Traveler. 61 Traveler products that you can buy for the low cost of $15.99 US. So if you want a Traveler library without buying all the physical books for something pretty affordable, 61. Look at this. Bing, bam, boom. Hey, you want to try Traveler? Yeah, I got like the library. I'm good. Look at all this. Guaranteed to take you a year to read through every single page of every single supplement. 3 black books, bam. Look at that. All those alien modules. Oh, boy. Referee only. Whoa. Look at this. Just keeps going and go. It's like to energize your buddy over here. Going and going and going. And going and going. And then it ends. This one's floating under the radar. It's not on Humble Bundle or Bundle Holding. Check it. You are, Brett, for sure. Would you and Chris just get done with like a business meeting or something together and showed up here? I ran so many Traveler games with 76 patrons. Woof, that's a lot. Not 76, but, you know. I have so much Traveler stuff and I've never played. What? You should. Ryan, you should have told me. I would have tried to get you into Victor Raymond's Traveler game at GameholeCon. That's what he does. He's a Traveler guy. Jeez. Oh, you tell me, Sean. All right, that's all I got for that stuff. Bundles. Print. What's new in print? Print news. All right, Alien RPG, APRPG. I don't even know where I was going with that. Alien RPG Evolved, Alien RPG Starter Set, Rapture Protocol, Alien RPG MUTHUR Screen by Free League. It's all out just in time for backers to have received their stuff and get it to the market for everybody to enjoy. So if you want Alien Evolved, there it is. Oh, that whole thing still pisses me off that they just came out with a new edition after they just put out the original game. Yeah. Next one. Feathers of Fjornian. Solo PC. Take role of Corvid. The mission to keep the peace in an unruly world as both gods and humans come into conflict. Traveler. Reach Adventure 9. The Hellworld Heist by Mongoose Publishing. Next one, Battlelords of the 23rd Century for Savage Worlds. Next one, Arcane Catastrophes and Last Call Taverns of the Dying Lands and What's Wrong with Them by Borg Light for Merc Borg. Kind of a light. It's kind of light. A little light this week. Wonder if how much the tariffs are impacting these. It's starting to impact these. That's all I had for print. Oh, sorry, I should have put the link in there. Link in the chat. Next one. Keep hitting the wrong button here. Let's get into how about crowdfunding. First one. Now these are all in the final week, 2 weeks. Some might even be done as I record this. But nonetheless, the final throws. Twilight Sword from Two Little Mice and Free League. So they're to reminder, they've done Household. They did Outgunned. That's Two Little Mice. And then they partnered with Free League. So it's Two Little Mice property distribution through Free League is the thing, I guess. Next one, Apocalypse of World Burned Over by Lumpley Games. This is the one by Vincent and McGay Baker. For all those that understand, what is it like? Are they doing one on Powered by the Apocalypse? Is this like a Powered by the Apocalypse rule game? Yes, it is. 170K funded. What was the original first one? Oh, that's on BackerKit. BackerKit, which is interesting because Free League usually doesn't do BackerKit. So I wonder if Two Little Mice are running that one. Anyways, Infernals Crowned by Hellfire for the Exalted 3E RPG by Onyx Path Publishing. BackerKit. Mysterious Races and Ancestries for D&D 5e Pathfinder. Wow. Okay, that's funded. Next one, Pork Mort, the role-playing game. It's a Merc Borg variant. It's funded. Based on Beliark folklore. Next one, Dark Places and Demogorgons for 5e by Bloke Games. That is funded. Alpha Star Magazine. Issue number 1 is from EN Publishing for 5e and Level Up Advanced 5th edition, which is a sci-fi RPG magazine. There you go. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. That's all I got, kids. All right. Speaking of outrage, Traveler 5e, anyone? Didn't I just poke the bear last week about that? I am stoked. I, for one, am stoked. Bring it. See you, Ted. Hard sci-fi nerds found that they aren't safe from 5e infiltration also. Yeah, good. You're welcome, Mike. Great show. Later, peeps. Have an awesome weekend. Good to see you, Jake. All right. Let's wrap this sucker up so you guys can go on and do some gaming or something more productive with your lives. I want to thank these folks for being patrons of the show. Appreciate it. Supporting GoBag and this channel. Thank you so much. If you would like to become a patron, click down below. Thank you for being here today, keeping me company. Big turnout. Thank you so much. Good to see everybody. I hope they had a good Thanksgiving and holiday season. Hoping everything's winding down for you at work and that Don't forget about BSRCon if you're interested. Like in less than 3 hours, I'll open up badge registration and event submission. So hope to see you there. We have a pretty decent amount of game masters that are participating in that. It's good times. Check out GoBag Pod, or GoBag, wherever you find great podcasts. Otherwise, have a great, and join the Discord if you will. Participate. These a shot in the arm a little bit, I think. So it's good to see all you. Even Brett. Brett, thanks for gracing us with your presence, man. Brett has made his quarterly, semi-annually appearance. He's a busy man. I got things going on, Sean. Oh, I know, I hear you. I have to jab at Brett because I just don't talk to him very often anymore. We don't meet every week to do it, so here we go. I just got to unleash. CheapCon in January too. Check out CheapCon if you're in the Iowa area or nearby. Drive down there if you're in the Midwest. Dive down there if you're in Minnesota. Over there if you're in Wisconsin. Up from there if you're in Missouri. Hey, look at this. Right? Kind of kitty quarter if you're in Illinois. All right. Be a positive force in the tabletop RPG hobby. Check out this video if you would be so kind and give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, we'll check you on the next one. See ya.